right, hun buns, it is time to get on to this jobby job because it's Friday. Hopefully we have a light enough day. Everyone can mellow out, chill out, relax out, hopefully. You know, put your earbuds in, earphones on, and just coast out for the day, right? You're able to get that done, get that accomplished, and have like a pretty good day, a good Friday. And I'm on my way to work. Whoo, goodness gracious, y'all. When I got home yesterday, I'm sorry, hun buns, I hope you had a good night's sleep as well. You know, besides having a good day today, I hope you had a good night's sleep. But when I got off the, finished up the video yesterday, before I could even get out of my car, honey, why was I'm looking at a domestic violence situation? Like, this lady and a guy were going at it, wrestling each other in the grass to throwing punches at each other. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, and I'm looking like at a point of the time, the guy is really just holding the girl and she's swinging. And her sister comes out and she was like, get off my sister, leave my sister alone. And she hits him. They both start hitting him. And then the sister goes back in. And they're still in the front yard on the grass. And they're like still tussling and fighting. And then it get up to where now they're wrestling all on someone else's vehicle. I'm like, what the hell? And I see him. He does throw a few, you know, punches. And what you waiting on, baby? So they're still just tussling. Next you know, they get the police called on them. And the police calls, and the guy takes off running. But they catch the guy, though. And they're asking the lady questions. You know, what's going on, what's happening, because, you know, they've been called out to, you know, basically people out there disturbing and fighting. I don't know what was said. Don't ask me what was said. Because I wasn't out there. I just happened to be getting out the car while all this is starting to unfold. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on. So, I'm looking for my window. At this point in time, I'm being nosy because I done made it to my place. I'm looking through the window like, what the hell is seriously going on? And it is a guy that goes out there and he tells them, y'all need to stop this. Y'all need to stop this right now. And he's the one that called the police, though, because he told them he was. And the guy stopped tussling with the girl because the only thing I could hear the girl saying while she was yelling was, you want to fight me? This what you want to do? This what you want to do? And then she later on says, I didn't sleep with such and such, you know, I didn't mess with such and such. You can ask him, you know, you can ask him right now. You can ask him right now, whatever it is. So I guess the main thing was they were arguing or fighting about, he accused her of being with someone, sleeping with someone, whatever the case of it was. Now I know it's a lot of people that are isolated together, or, you know, hunker down together at this time, and I understand things might get heightened. This is not the time for things to get heightened or for you to be in jail or going to jail, right? y'all need to please sit down somewhere. Please sit down somewhere or separate within your household. What I mean by that, if you have to go to another room, you know, but don't sit up there and agitate each other on purpose. Because right now, it's not that serious for you to get evicted out of your place, or a home association to ask you to move during this time. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't been in that situation. I did grow up seeing that. And it's hard to talk about, but it still has to be talked about. I grew up with my mom's second husband. My dad was her first husband, but my mom's second husband. We grew up to where I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. He was an evil son of a bitch. He was an evil son of a bitch. I'm sorry. He just was. He did not like seeing us happy. If we were children, being the age that we were, children, young children, and oh, I gotta let y'all see this. Oh. What I basically was trying to get y'all to see was the sun coming up, but I don't think I got a good picture of it, right? A video of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it a little bit down the line and you guys can see it without all the wind blowing and hearing all the noise and all that, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted because I see things. See, look. I'm gonna show you again. See, look. You see it? That's beautiful to me. You get to go and see the sun coming up. You get to. These are beautiful sights to me. You know. Look at that. That is beautiful. Like, you just get to take that in for a moment and, you know, give yourself some peace about some things. To me, that's beautiful, right? Okay, but back to the story. Like I said, he was an evil son of a bitch. Because if we were kids, you know, kids wake up on Sunday, like Saturday, Sunday morning, and they're watching cartoons, or if you're not in church or whatever it is, right? He was the type of person to where we're in the living room, we're laughing, we're enjoying our program, whatever it is we're watching, right? And then mind you, my mom and them had a TV in their room. We would come out the room, come in the living room, sit in his ugly brown or orangish brown lazy boy chair that nobody really could sit in but him, and grab the remote and change the channel no matter what we were watching and enjoying, and we'll put it on sports or whatever it is he wanted to watch. And if we would leave the house on the weekend and we would go to my mom's friend's house. These are just certain incidents, right? Go to my mom's friend's house to be over there. You know how people have social gatherings, barbecue. We would be there no more than 30 minutes before he would come all the way over there and be like, it's time for y'all to come home. Y'all need to get in the car and come home. Like, we couldn't be anywhere to socialize, have fun, enjoy ourselves, nothing. We grew up to where if, you know, as kids, even to now, I might be, you know, you say, oh, okay, sorry. No. For him, he would make you write out 500 times. The word is not sorry. It's I'm sorry. the right guy. And it got to a point one day to where he, like, I don't know what it was. He was in there watching TV in the room on this particular day. In their room, my mom and his room. My mom goes in there to get the TV guide. Now, you know, for those who have the TV guide, it came in a booklet or it came in like a pamphlet size, right? And my mom goes in there and she gets the TV guide off the bed. They come back in the living room where my sister and myself are, and my brother, and to see what's on TV. We're about to watch TV. And, oh, this is a better view. Check that out. That's beautiful, y'all. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah, I know, I'm being weird enough. But on this particular day, my mom goes to get the TV guide, comes back. He comes out the room storming to come and snatch the TV guide back. And my mom was like, what are you doing? You know, we're trying to see what's on. He starts walking back to the room. So my mom was asking him seriously, like, what is your problem? What are you doing? And they're all of a sudden getting in a tussle in the hallway behind the TV guide and his attitude. I don't like what I'm seeing because I've seen it often enough. So I get up and I'm like, leave my mama alone. And at this time, I have to be I believe I was like 10 or 11. And I'm like, leave my mom alone. He stops wrestling with my mama to come towards me. And my mom stops him in front of me. And he was like, go to your room. And I'm just standing there. So he's trying to grab for me to make me go to my room. And I snatched back from him. And I was like, leave my mom alone. I can't remember if I said, I'm not listening to you, I'm not going, whatever it was, right? And my mom was like, it's okay, just go into your room. Just go into your room. So as I'm walking past him to go to my room, me as a smart aleck kid that I am, still am, because I'll still say some slick stuff to you. I looked at him, rolled my eyes, and licked my tongue, right? And he hauls off and slaps me. I kick the shit out of him, and I run to my room. He chased behind me. This is another good view. Sorry, y'all. I need y'all to see this. Look at that. That is beautiful. You can't say it's not. It is so beautiful. That is a beautiful sight. Oh my God. That is so serene to drive in the morning. And you, I don't know what's going on with my phone and why it keeps cutting out while I'm trying to record things. But like I said, it was just horrible as kids growing up with my mom being married to this man. Like I said, my mom stayed with this man from the time I was 10 until she finally left him when I was 15. And only reason I know my mom left him is because I was staying with my grandmother. It happens to be my sophomore year in high school. And he calls my grandmother's house. I recognize his voice, right? And with me recognizing his voice, he's asking for my mother. I'm like, she's not here at the moment. Pretending like I don't know who he is. Then he asks for my grandmother, which is my mother's mother. And I tell him, hold on. I walk to my grandmother's room and I tell her who's on the phone. And so she looks at me like, what is he calling for? I was like, I don't know. Like I told you, I'm a 15-year-old kid with an attitude. And I was like, I don't know. So she texts, I give her the phone. She talks to him. I walk back to the living room. You know, I grew up to where you don't be in grown folks' business in their mouth while they on the phone, sitting there having company and talking, right? You're not to be in their conversations. You're not to be in grown folks' business as a child. You grew up with the saying is, you're a child, you stay in a child's place. Okay? That was a permanent stamp growing up. You are a child, you stay in a child's place. So, when my grandmother gets off the phone, because, like I said, I didn't go that school year. My sophomore year, I ended up staying with my grandmother. And my grandmother comes back out and she tells me that, I guess my grandmother Ben already knew this. She just didn't say nothing to me. And so she tells me that why he called, right? That he was looking for my mom. I was like, looking for my mom for what? I was like, ain't she there? And she was like, no. And so my grandmother knew where my mom was already. Which is, and I was happy that she left him. I really was. To this day, if that man was to catch on fire, I would have not a cup of water. I would be very dried mouth and have no bodily fluids to help put him out. Okay? None. None at all. And I'm just being honest. No. It was a hard time. It was a hard time during that time. What the hell? Okay, hold on, y'all. Sorry, hold on. Okay, y'all. Had to go in the building. And right now they've changed things to where you have to have your mask on before you go in the building. These are masks that they gave us for work. And I'm sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I had to walk. Like, even though you have the seal here that you're supposed to press down, it's supposed to cover your mouth, right? As you can see, it doesn't fully lay down flat. And the sides are not flat to where enough for me. They still kind of pucker. So they're not really pressed to my face, right? So, my mask. And I had already put in the description yesterday that I was the mask, because everybody kept asking me, where'd you get your mask from? Where you get your mask from? Where you order your mask from? Because I was like, yeah, they didn't give that to me. I had to order my own mask. And actually, I'm going to show you my mask. Look. There's nothing. This is my mask, right? That's why I said, I'll be looking like Luke, I am your father. But my mask covers everything. And that works for me. Which I'm glad I had this upstairs in my drawer. Because they were telling us, I had to put my jacket over my face. Matter of fact, I need to take this jacket off. I'll put it back on when I get in the building. Because the building is freezing freaking cold. But back to the story of the domestic violence, right? From that 5 years that my mom was married to this man, 6 years that they were together, that I myself grew up with the intent notion to know that I will never be with someone that want to put their hands on me ever in my life. And I mean that. You don't touch me in an inappropriate way. You don't grab on me. You're not going to talk to me crazy. None of that. Because I'm not, my mind state is not to stay with someone that will take me through hell like that. To be with someone like that. Nothing in my body says I need to stay with you and think that that's acceptable and okay. So, this might be why, I keep my distance, or I'm leery when I see, if there's someone I'm dating, trying to get to know, and you display very intense, aggressive behavior toward me. In my head, it clicks that you will put your hands on me. And so therefore, I back the hell off and I get out of the situation. Even though that situation might not even occur to me or happen to me physically by that person, that's what my mind clicks to, right? Because growing up, that's what that elevates to. So, yeah. And I've talked to my mom about this, when I was, once I became grown. And I want to say, I think I talked to my mom about this situation almost between, I want to say maybe 18 years ago. And I just sat there one night and I just talked to my mom and I told her, you married someone who made your children's life miserable. That scarred your children for life. And I'm just talking to my mama, calmly, and just having a conversation with her. Because I needed to let her know. I'm sure my mama knew that was very uncomfortable for us. And even if she didn't know, I still had that conversation with her to let her know how I felt and how that extremely, in my head, messed us up as kids. Messed us up as children to where we wasn't able to fully have a good childhood. It scarred your children to where we would just get whoopings because he deemed so. You'll be on punishment because he deemed so. Even to incidents to where one time we couldn't take showers until we were of a certain age. I want to say till we were like 12 or 13, something like that, right? And I remember I happened to be in there in the shower, about to take a shower or taking a bath or something like that. And he comes in the bathroom where I'm at. And he was like, I'm just trying to make sure you're taking a bath. Now, I developed my cupcakes when I was 9. So, you can imagine. I think I was like maybe 11 or 12. So 11 or 12, I was already at a 36B. Not a full B, I don't think, but I was in a 36B, right? So I had boobies. Develop enough boobies, right? And I told my mom this, like I said, when we had this conversation about 18 years ago. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me then? And I told her, I said, I can't remember where you were. I said, but I know that because you used to tell him to go and try to make sure that we're taking a bath. Now, I don't agree with that. No. I don't. I have hard time with that. I don't care if it's the father of the child, for a female child, stepfather, boyfriend, whoever the hell you with. You don't ask them to go in and check on your female child when you know that they are developing. Now, if that's a disturbing thing for me. That's a disturbing thing for me. It really is. I know this is probably a very harsh conversation, and I probably have to put, explicit conversation, language, or, advisement within this title, because I'm talking about this situation. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this situation. A lot of people ain't been through this situation, right? But no, at no time, no form, fashion, or whatever. Once your children know how to bathe themselves, properly, to where you don't, as, a parent, have to be in there to make sure that, one, they're not going to fall in the tub or anything like that, or that they know how to, wash themselves up. If that means when they come out, growing up, my mom used to sit there and she would smell our neck, smell underneath our arms, and things like that when we got out, because, kids ain't going to wash up everywhere, right? I get that. And your parents going to check just to make sure that you, actually took a good bath, right? Because they bathe you, your parents bathe you up to a certain point. And then after that, they teach you how to bathe yourself, right? All during this time. But yeah, that's disturbing to me. That's disturbing to me. Once you're a female child, or once your children get to a certain age and a certain point, no male figure should be going in the bathroom on a female child just to make sure they're taking a bath once they're at a certain age, a certain point, and a certain development. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Other people may have a different understanding, different, viewing and circumstances, how they look at things. I'm not here to argue those points. I'm speaking about me and what happened to me. So, yeah. But I know my mom, she was like, where was I and why didn't you tell me? And I told her, I really can't remember where you were. I really don't. I don't know if my mom was in the room or what in particular. I don't remember where my mom was. But I know anytime that my mom was not at the house and he so-called deemed us on punishment to where we couldn't go outside, I would be in my room, and most likely I would go underneath my bed. Or I would be in my closet. So, I wouldn't necessarily stay in view. I just wouldn't. Because, you couldn't sit on the bed if you were in the room on punishment, and stuff like that. Couldn't play with your toys, anything like that. So I just got to a point to where I would just go underneath my bed. Or I would go in my closet and just sit there. But, let me go and get in this building, y'all. So I gotta be able to go do my job. And, like I said, I guess I have to put some type of disclaimer on the front. But I'm still going in there to go ahead and enjoy my beautiful morning. I don't know if I'm gonna let y'all see. Look at that beautiful sky. See that? Beautiful trees, beautiful sky. And I'm gonna go enjoy, sorry y'all, and have a beautiful day. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all get to work safely, your destination safely. And I'm gonna go on in this job. Fix my mask correctly. I have small ears, y'all. So the way I have to pull mine to make sure it actually stays up. There we go. I have to pull more at the top around my ears, as you see that I'm doing right now, just for my mask to stay functioning and fully covering my face. But all right, y'all, I will see you later this afternoon, and I'll talk to you then.